Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start our class with a completely new section, that is writing section, and we will today learn how to write debate and speech. And before starting it, I'd like to tell you that there are three parts of writing. Means there is very short type of writing, then short type, then broad. Means this is divided into three parts. One is of 4 marks, the other is of 6 marks, and the last one is of 10 marks. So today I am taking the 10 marks portion, debate and speech, and I will tell you there are some basic differences of writing debate and speech, and there are some similarities as well. So let's start. I will give you the explanation verbally. Afterwards, I will just give you format of the a diagram of the format of debate and speech. I'll explain also and share with you the useful tips for writing debate and speech. Okay, then I'm starting. Debate and speech, actually it's almost same here. Uh, while you have taken a debate, you have to write about the topic, or you have to tell about the topic, either for the topic, for the motion, or against the motion. Okay, so first of all, as we start writing, first you have to give salutation. Salutation means as we give the address, as we address people, like respected chairperson or honorable judges and all present here and all that. Okay, after that there will be the introduction, whether you are going for the flow or against the flow. Okay, means your views for or against the topic. Then there will be body means there will be the explanation or discussion about your opinion on the topic. Okay, they your views, the facts and contradictions of opinions, arguments, etc. This will be in the body of the debate. And the last part is conclusion. Okay, where you have to clarify your points, whether you are going for the motion or against the motion, whatever you have taken, you have to clarify your points, you clarify your standpoint, you have to made it clarify. So 4 parts we have got. First is salutation, where you are addressing the persons present there. Then the introduction your view, either for or against the topic. Then the body, there will be all the explanation, all the views and facts and contradiction of opinions and arguments and everything. And the last part is conclusion, where there will be the clarification of your standpoint. Okay, this is the format, verbal format I have given. I'll show it to you by writing creating a diagram. In speech as well, the same format we follow. First we give the salutation, that same sort of respected chairperson, honorable judges, honorable principal sir, and all present here, respected jury and all. Then the introduction of the topic for the speech. Then body, in the body of the speech, the same thing, views, facts and contradictions and opinions and everything. And the last part is conclusion, where you have to clarify in short the entire matter, the entire view of yours, your standpoints. So for debate and speech, the format is same. Okay, the format is same. And for writing this, there are some useful topics I will share with you. As I have told you already, a debate is also a speech. But what is the difference in it? It has a difference. The first difference is the way of presenting the content. In debate you will present the content in different way. In speech you will present the content in different way. And all speeches are persuasive in style. The speaker's intention is what? Is to convert the audience to his or her own way of thinking on the topic. Means the way you are presenting your topic, your motto is to convert the audience's thoughts in your own way. And always remember that your points need to be forceful with examples and data as evidence. Means whatever you are saying, it has to be very powerful. You cannot say whatever comes in your mind. You cannot write something irrelevant. It has to be very forceful, and you have to give examples and datas with it to show that, or to tell the audience that whatever you are saying is true. Points should not be repeated. This is another point. Whatever point you are putting in your speech or debate, this point should not be repeated. This is a very weak thing to do. If a speaker or an orator is doing that, that doesn't make the presentation a fruitful one or a very pungent one. Because if you are not informative enough, that is when then when you do that, you repeat the points, it should not be done. It should be avoided always. And you can use any tense, but follow the same throughout. Use of tense, you can choose any, but do not mix it up. Just choose only one and follow the tense entirely. And you can write or speak in first person, and use expressions such as in my opinion or I believe, because you are the speaker, you are the orator. Whether you are in debate or in speech, you are the orator, so you can and generally we do that as we provide our own opinion. So we do use that, in my opinion or I do believe, this sort of phrases. And this is a personal format, always remember, okay, of writing. So you should give personal opinions always. It's your own view, it's your own opinion, so you should always give your personal opinion. These are some useful tips I have told you. If you want to present a very fruitful format or a fruitful piece of speech or debate, you should keep all these things in your mind, all these tips in your mind, to make your writing, to make your speech beautiful. And some differences are there, I'm telling you. So in speech there is one person's point of view on any given topic, and in debate there are two sides, two person, and their differences. The debate will be held on different opinions, okay. And speech delivered to an audience on different memorable occasions or for political or educational reasons, and debate is for two sides of an argument delivered to an audience with participation from the audience, and used to edify different like-minded groups. And debate is used to compete in school and for political forums. And speech is well prepared material usually used by an expert in their field, aimed at like-minded people. And debate is two opposing sides of an argument used to convince different groups of their allegiance. So you will find it more when you will read it on your own. The basic differences, there are basic differences of it, we know that, between debate and speech. So all these things you have to keep in your mind, and in that way you have to practice. And I hope I could make my points clear to explain how to write debate and speech. Always remember that you should follow a proper uh, a proper format, and your writing should be on your own, and like try to make it very clear so that you can communicate with the audience, whether it is speech or debate. And the format will be